And the first project that we're going to be covering is very close to my heart, and very close to Morland's heart as well. It's Space Punks. Let me share my screen. Here we go. All right, so we got Space Punks. Current floor 0.129, a collection of 10,000 NFTs, 4,500 unique owners. Total volume traded since inception, 5,900 Ethereum. If we go back to all time, you can see that they were launched in around middle of August last year, 2021, and they really had quite an incredible beginning as far as the floor price goes, all the way up to just under 1 ETH. And then, they've been at this range that they are currently for quite a while now, but they've got a lot planned. They've got a very impressive team. So I just wanted to take you through a few of it. The other thing that we do have with them is there was a second collection drop called Space Dinos. Anyone who had a Space Punks got a free to mint Space Dinos. I think they actually got dropped a Space Dino, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually pretty sure that it was dropped. It wasn't. You didn't have to pay gas on it, and they were launched September, so about 2 weeks afterwards. And you can see it's a nice sub collection, but it hasn't had much utility up until this point. One big thing was that Space Punks was one of the first to launch a launchpad. And they did it in a really unique way. So Dogepound was a little bit before them, but Spacepunk's way was really unique. They would drop treasure keys to a certain amount of holders randomly, and you could then use that treasure key to mint that project. Now, you didn't have to use it. So the nice thing is that it reserved your minting spot. So let's say you got a treasure key. Here's a thing, llamas, a llama project. Let's say you got a treasure key for llamas, and that was, let's just say, a 10,000 collection. If Spacepunks had 1,000 keys, only 9,000 of those llamas would have been minted, which means that you could have minted it and could still mint your llama if you wanted to, and it allowed you to see how it went before you decided to mint. So you could effectively watch the floor price and then pay mint price if you wanted to mint, or if it didn't go well, you didn't have to mint, which I thought was incredible. And I found that really was one of the things that when I heard them doing that, I thought that's incredible, and I'd never heard of any other project doing that. I'll just take you here through to their website. See, it's called the Space Punks Club, and you've got your Space Punks and your Dinos. I want to show you the 2022 roadmap. So the first thing is tokenomics will be implemented. So diamond-handed holders will be rewarded through a token. Dino's going to get the Dino collection is going to get animated traits. Dino Evolution will be released, and there's going to be a second merch drop. And then in the second quarter of this year, they're going to be entering the sandbox. And they're going to try and get merch into retailers. And in Q3, the Dinos will be a part of a game, which is really nice because it gives utility to the Dinos, which they haven't had up until now. And to be quite honest, in my opinion, and do your own research, but at this floor price, if you're willing to hold it for about 6 months until Q3, I do think that this can only go up when that gets released.
And that said, Philip, quarter one, they have some utility coming already, the animated traits and the evolution. So you may not have to wait as long
to see an increase. For sure.
To see something happen.
But I think for sure, and I think at this price it's a no-brainer in my opinion. But Q3, I really think it's when they realize that, when holders realize that if you want to have the gaming experience, you're going to need a Dino. Then that floor price is really, really going to rocket. So I think Dinos are a great buy at the moment. I think Space Punks are a great buy at the moment. I'm a big fan. Being completely transparent, both Morland and I and a friend of ours, Chris, help Space Punks. We work with them on their Launchpad projects. So just to show you on the Launchpad side of things, if we just go here, so they've got two types of Launchpad, a golden pad and a platinum pad. Now, if you look at the golden pad, if you own, and I've connected my wallet here, if you own a Space Punk, you can get whitelist for this. You literally just click here and you sign up and you get whitelist for the upcoming projects. You don't have to, you can choose to. And even if you get whitelist, you can choose whether you want to mint or not. And then the Platinum Pad projects, which is currently undergoing a revamp, those Space Punks really take under their wing. And they help them with marketing. They really help them across the board. So their launchpad is recently been redone and split up into these two types of tiers. And I think that that's also quite bullish. And if we just jump here onto their Twitter, you see they've got 44,000 followers. Um, there's some of the team. I'll actually show you the team page. And then you look here, yeah, decent engagement. Just going to jump back here to show you there's a massive team involved. You got Felix at the top of all of it. Then you've got Pete who deals with the launchpad, and you've got Ralph who's community manager, Dreidel who's also community manager and launchpad, and then under them a whole lot of guys here. And on the left-hand side, I mean, you can see, I mean, there's just it's really quite an impressive team as far as the size goes. Yeah, and at this current price, I'm bullish on it. It actually went as low as 0.08, so there has been a bit of an increase. Well, that's almost a 50% increase as of recently. I still think long term it's a really good project to get into.
Yeah, and if I can just add on to it, Philip, I really like the art and the style behind it. Personally, I think it's really great. And one thing that you didn't mention is the clones on their website. There's a tab called clones. So something that happened at the very top there, yeah, something that happened was some of the metadata was similar on some of the NFTs. So what they did was they called these clones, and now they've created a hunt for these clones, and they're going to do a burning of these NFTs. And if you burn your clone, you actually get limited edition drops. So these are some sneak peeks. They're doing ghosts of the clones because you're burning the clone, and now you have a ghost, which I think is really cool. Like they didn't just say, "Ah, sorry guys, it is what it is. Like we messed up," but they're actually going to do something with it and put some utility to that mess up, if you will. Right? And that's not to say that these clones even look the same. It's just the metadata is the same. But I just wanted to add that on. I think this is really cool. So people are going to be hunting for the clones so that they can burn them and get these exclusive space punks. So they make it easy to look for clones on their website, and really cool feature, I think. I just wanted to add
100%.
that
I'm going to quickly type in my IDs here to see if I've got
see if you have a clone. That would
haven't
be
even
cool.
haven't even checked.
Yeah, and you never know, there might be a clone sitting on the floor that you can scoop up and then get a limited edition ghost or elder as they're calling them.
For sure.
Great project for sure.